So good evening, dear friends. Good evening, humans. Tonight's little chat goes with the title Devil's Nest and Where It Is Nested. Or better, where it was nested. Because as we grow out of this duality where devil was behaving like everything is normal, peachy and beautiful, we just have to obey its orders, its requests, its mind control, being ignorant, being obedient. If we are all this, then we can live so-called peacefully and in some kind of comfort. Otherwise, we were screwed. If we want to rebel, we have been punished. If we want to challenge the authorities, we have been sent to the war to fight some invented enemy that lives across the big water in some so-called Muslim country that is absolutely a big threat to our big American dream. So, is this devil lives in maybe royal palaces, maybe lives in presidential White Houses, or any other color of the black houses? Does he live in a secret and sinister societies that nobody talks about yet everybody knows about? Maybe it lives, this devil of so-called fake creation, does he live in hospitals among all these fake so-called doctors that would do everything to get you in the early death? Or maybe this devil lives in courthouses or lawyers' offices. Maybe this devil lives in churches, synagogues, and mosques, and all this old scripted buildings that have nothing to do with you. They have everything, all of these palaces, offices, houses, churches and mosques have only with the worshipping mechanism, where you, as so-called free human being, which you are not, you have to go there and ask for permission, where I can apply for the job, what I have to eat, how I heal myself. Well, do you know how you heal yourself? Yeah, go to ask a first doctor, and if you have any kind of discomforts in your body, he and she will give you a list of pills, a list of surgeries that you have to perform, otherwise you will die very early. And with the surgery you will die even faster, maybe even on the desk, maybe even on the surgical desk. Yet I missed another one. Maybe this devil resides in banks, in financial institutions, in stockholder meeting rooms, in our trading facilities that are in New York, Hong Kong, London, and so on. Yes, it's not only one place where this thing or creature resides. I call it devil because it has no humane characteristics, yet it pretends that it is walking and talking human. When they put, let's say, Pope, he is there to represent Holy Father. Our Holy Father is represented by these freaks in the white or in the black with the fish heads and with the skirts. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? This is really what you allowed, that our prime creator is represented by these freaks? Yet, Nobody challenged him. Nobody challenged every freaking pope. I mean, here and there were some of them were killed, mostly through internal struggles and maybe for a grain of consciousness that was raising in them, where they actually learned fully what this church devil approach is working on, or how it's actually treating everybody else, and sucking out their self-interest from the people and then putting an interest into the church as I don't know, a corporation, as a dead entity that has no real meaning on a planet Earth but to abuse the humans and to deter them from their own discoveries. So where is this nest of the devil's existence? It's in the words. It's in the frequencies that we're having around, from the TVs, from machinery, from the military research facilities like CERN as well, and many others that are existing on the planet. They're actually developing only materials or weapons to destruct ourselves. I mean, this is why they're doing it, because they are not part of the humanity. And this is where I openly stating that we have been infested by alien invasion for hundreds of thousands of years. Yet nobody dares to talk about this openly. So let's talk about this. When I say devil, I mean frigging alien who comes here with the pretenses that it's a one who will help us with something. Denise taught me some terms about devil is in the details. Reading the contracts from these frigging lawyers and advocates and judges, why they're so blunt with us as humans, who has no interest to find out for ourselves. We would rather believe in some fake pope who will represent another devil, which is so-called Holy Father. They call it Holy Father, or they call it God. Yet this is just another alien that it was sucking every single self-respect for you as a human. This self-respect comes from the word you respect yourself. You don't trust pretty much any other authoritarian approaches, even if you're born into the middle of the frigging hospital, or you have a family lawyer, or you have a, I don't know, mother who is like a medical doctor. These are part of the devil's plan, where you as a human, true human, has to discover how to get out of this. So my question to you, how you get out of this really devious plan that we have been eaten every single moment of our time. And you think, okay, I have to get older and crumbly and barely walking, and I cannot talk, I cannot think because I'm getting older. No, because you get it infested more and more, and you get it sucked out, all your source energy out every single time that you don't question. So solutions for all of these very, well, almost retarded questions, because we have been so dumbfounded that we don't even question our real existence. Why are we getting older? Why are we getting so sick? Why we never challenge any of these frigging controllers of our life? I mean, we did. Here and there. One in hundreds of millions. And then one in every 10 of millions. Now, as I feel, it's 1 in a million, which is a great progress. Yet, we have another couple of billion of people that are left without any solutions. One of the simple ones is start listening to Ron Amitron at creationlightship.com. Start hearing what and how we have been really infested with enormous amounts of devil's technologies that are beyond even our comprehension. And we assuming that we are civilizations with a high technological developments. Not really. Not really when you learn what and how has been done in the previous civilizations and what they're actually doing to us, yet keeping us absolutely ignorant. Absolutely ignorant. Almost like obedient to the point that we will only eat what they throw to the pigs. And we eat. And we pretend that we're supposed to be happy with the beautiful, in the quotes, food that we receive. Not realizing who is the most valuable item on this planet. It's you, my friend. It's your energy. It's your creative energy of self-discovery. So do you need a lawyer to get you a judgment against somebody else? Not really. That you'll be more brave if you go in the war carrying especially equipped vests and weapons that will what? Kill better somebody else who has no idea how stupid you were that you actually enlisted yourself in the war because you've been easily bought. You have been bought as a mercenary, as a prostitute who will carry the gun and kill whatever has been in your way just because you need a handful of dollars. And they're fake anyway, so why you would need this? Why you would not turn around and see what is actually a real currency that exists now on the planet for the last 8-9 years, and it's absolutely swamping everything around. The banks are freaking terrified. The banksters and the governmental Federal Reservists and the central bankers, they are terrified. They don't know what to do with this. They cannot interrupt it. They cannot crush it because it's decentralized. They cannot delete it because all this encryptions and all the code and all the transactions exist from the day one. And they always repeat it, one, and taking the energy from the previous one, adding a new one, and adding a new one. So it's every single action is recorded. So, they are honestly fucked. Yet, if you want to expedite this process, please help. Please help us as a humanity, and the better, please help yourself. Find the ways to get comfortable with finances through a cryptocurrency. Get comfortable with your health through natural remedies outside of the medical institutions and pharmaceutical really poisoning of the humanity. That you can find a natural ways to connect. Natural meaning connect with nature. Find the ways what nature gives you for free. What Prime Creator gave us for free. And this is one of the best things possible. It's your breath. This is something they cannot charge you. They try to put some kind of taxations on how much oxygen a body consumes and how much CO2 is exhaling. Are we mad? And we're supporting these kind of plans or programs how to enslave humanity even more. But the worst to me of all this devil's nest resides in churches, how we have been deceived. That we need these freaking popes and pastors and anybody else to tell you how to connect with the Prime Creator. This was its nest of the devil, that we do not question, because it was there and they say church is 400 years old. Who cares? They're lying for 400 years, nothing else. The Federal Reserve created 1913 and it's 120 years old or whatever, 100 and more. Yeah, 100 and something years old, and we have to believe that this is for our benefits, and we have to trust this is something very ancient and smart. Not really. Not really. They are kids now, they are in his teens, they are much smarter and wiser than any frigging one of us who is over 60. Reason why? Because they were not infested with the garbage that we have been. As older you get, you think, you believe that you will have some kind of better passage if you pay some more money into the church. Passage to where? To another circle of enslavement, nothing else. So let's get out of this enslavement circle, of the devil's circle of enslavement. By questioning everything, by exposing anything you find that is not coming from you. So if you see that something is being pushed towards you, on top of you, like apply this cream over your face and you'll be just beautiful red and all in a prinkles. So no, have enough strength and faith that you can actually clean every single pimple on your face, on your dick or head, anywhere that you have it, that you can clean it by your own intent. This is regarding healing. If you think that you don't have money, maybe fiat dollar you don't need, but you can get bitcoins, you can get Grant coins, you can get Trump coins, you can get Putin coins, or any other freaking cryptocurrency coin that exists now. And this will be your coin that will absolutely save your soul from being stolen again, ever again.